Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan. We got another article here from Bound in the Comments. I really can't shout out those guys enough about Batwoman actor Nick Cregan discussing his role as Ryan Wilder's half brother and the new Black Joker Z's on Batwoman. Now, Batwoman has a history of being as woke as possible, as doing all the worst decisions when it comes to creating a compelling narrative and focusing entirely on a character's identity and how gazy they can be, that it really takes away from the characters who are actually like that in real life and debases gay characters into two-dimensional cutouts, and it does not do justice to that type of community. And Batwoman just continually does that with as many woke characters as they possibly can. And this whole Black Joker situation, it's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Not that he's black, is their presentation of it. They're like, I'm Black Joker! That's cool, right? And they're marketing the whole situation off him being black. It's like, we got a new Joker. Cool. How does he do? Is he a good Joker? Does he portray the character? It's like, no, he's black. I know he's black, but is he a good Joker? Is he maniacal? Is he intelligent? Is he intimidating? He's black. Again, debasing a character to a two-dimensional attribute that has nothing to do with their overall character journey or struggle. And it's really disingenuous to those truly diverse people in the real world when they see themselves on TV. There's like, do they really think I'm that much of a two-dimensional cardboard cutout of a person? I'm more than just gay. I'm more than just black. They don't portray three-dimensional characters anymore. And I feel like that's just really would be very offensive to a lot of these people that they try to pander to such a huge degree. And Nick Cregan is just... I haven't seen the newest season of Batwoman, but I have seen several clips of him as being Black Joker, and it is so cringy. But let's see what the article and he has to say about the situation. In the Arrowverse, it was revealed that Batman went off the deep end and killed the Joker, which the inclusion of the Batman in the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline was just so bad. They're like, Batwoman, she's like great seas, and she's going to accidentally kill Z's, the evil Batman that came before her. And they literally had her kill Kevin Conroy, the most well-known Batman actor from the animated series and from the Arkham Asylum games. Like, he was Batman as much as any character could possibly be Batman. And they're like, you know what? We're going to have her kill him so that we know that she's better than him. And so, in this universe, Batman went crazy and killed the Joker. Not good. They're again portraying Batman in a very negative light. Now, if we had actually seen this journey, it might have been fleshed out a lot more in a Batman Returns type of way. Batman considering going more the Punisher route, that would have been an interesting story. But this was clearly done in a Batwoman's better than Batman. She's stronger than Batman because she would never do this. And it's very much the direction the show takes. However, Gotham's vacant throne of the Clown Prince of crime is filled by a new character debuted in the season. Nick Cregan is the new face of the Arrowverse who plays Marquez Jet in the inheritor of the Joker's name, who also happens to be Ryan Wilder's brother, which is so... I'm not a big fan of coincidences or cliches when it comes to really stories in general. I try to avoid them, but the whole like secret brother or secret sibling turned evil is very overdone at this point and very much lame, to be honest, as simply put as I can. Is it's lame to have a secret brother now that's not set up in a good way. Like, if you set it up over a long period of time and, do good with it, that twist can be good. But this is just like, she's got a brother and he's evil. That was like the most thought that went into it. And he's not even evil by his own decision. He was like zapped with something to become the Joker. Like his sister, before her run-in with Batwoman and eventually picking up the Kane suit once it dropped out of the sky, Marquez's life was on a normal path until a hijacking of his school bus at a tender age by the original Joker, and a zap from his joy buzzer sent him down a dark path. So he was already zapped by the joy buzzer? Joker zaps a lot of people. Why isn't there an army of awakening Jokers across Gotham? I don't think they thought that through very much. After killing Professor Pig, Marquez is at the point of no return now and doing what any self-respecting Joker would do next, right at the heart of Gotham, starting with Wayne Enterprises. Yeah, which is like somehow his like mother's company? I don't get how they just like, oh yeah, Ryan, she's living in a van down by the river and she's like all homeless and shit. And then suddenly she's like, your mom is the richest person in the world. It's like, what the fuck? And now you're the richest person in the world. I make you CEO. Like, Ryan has no reason to be CEO. She has no experience. She has no reason to be in a situation like that. But yeah, he was zapped as a kid and just like randomly is like, I'm evil now after years of being, a normal character, apparently. And then he's like, I'm going to attack Wayne Enterprises. Yeah, this sounds like a great show. I don't understand why I'm not watching it. It just sounds so intriguing. Where he goes from, there's part of what Cregan discussed in an interview with The Wrap. So yeah, most of these comments come from that interview. It's crazy, it's wild, actually, Cregan said, of becoming the new Joker. Yeah, I've done a lot of processing the last few weeks, months, It's still surreal for me, he added, that the reception for being the first person of color to play the role has been just overwhelming. And it's the fact that him and the studio go from that direction, which implicitly implies that it won't be successful. If you're just like, I'm so happy to be picking up this iconic role, this is such an honor. It's like, yeah, it is an honor, and we're glad that you're talking about it. It's like, nope, I'm first colored person of color to take on this role. Okay, do you cared? Like, do you want to do a good job? No. I'm black. Okay. What else? How did you prepare for this role? What did you find intriguing about it? No. I'm the first black one. It's just not a direction that is guaranteed success. There's no success that can be derived from coming at a creative endeavor from that sort of perspective. Especially with those scripts. Scripts plus that direction just created a bad combination in the overall presentation of Black Joker. They literally marketed it as Black Joker. And he's not technically even Black Joker, because there was a real Joker. They even say in this article, the original or real Joker. He's just some guy infected with the Joker mind insanity thing. And there were a lot of Jokers in the, I think it was Arkham City. There was a lot of people who were infected with a virus that was making them become the Joker. But we didn't call any of them the Joker. None of them were the Joker. They were off branches of the characters or derivative characters. And they weren't the Joker. So this is no more the Joker than those characters in Arkham City or Arkham Knight were the Joker. They're just people who share similarities and were cursed with his insanity, but they're not the actual Joker. So he's not even the first Black Z's Joker Z's. Cregan wants to be a Joker who is original and into being himself, wearing his own fashion, but he also tries to borrow he came from famous portrayals of the past. Like, there's a lot of vibes that come through that people probably relate to, especially being from New York, a little street kid, a little edgy, funny. Okay, I don't really have anything against those comments. They're just like, I don't think you know much about the Joker. But, whatever. Not really that big of a deal. So I tried to take all the elements of Jared Leto's Joker. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? But also making sure that I weave in the maniacal laughter and just crazy in the eyes that I saw in Heath Ledger's or Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. So there's bits and pieces that I've taken from a lot of them. And that's actually a good comment. I will take that. This paragraph is actually a good perspective. Once he got past that, I'm Black Seas. He's like, I tried to take these elements from these previous Jokers, but still make it my own. Those are good comments. That is how an actor should react. But it's built on this foundation of sand of being the first Black Joker, that these don't really mean anything in the overall context because of that foundation being just crumbling before their very eyes. And it just goes into his performance as the Joker, and his thoughts don't really get into a lot more depth than that. And yeah, like here they're talking about here is he doesn't even put on face paint. He just dyes his hair purple, so he's not even really willing to dedicate himself to the role and take it to the next step as all the other Joker actors have previously. And for such an iconic character to be taken out from this perspective by both the studio and by the actor is just going to lead to a lot of problems in the future. The same type of direction that they took with Poison Ivy, an off branch of the real Poison Ivy who just got infected by Poison Ivy. Literally reusing some tropes and some character arcs there, aren't you, CW? But the actress who became like the fake Poison Ivy temporarily is literally like, I'm so happy to be the first Asian American to play the role. And so yeah, and this is actually his comments about being Black Joker, her being the first Asian American to play the role, and him to be the first black guy. Just be like, I'm glad to be playing this role, and I'm gonna do my best job. Fans of any sort of political or opinion based on previous works or just attachment to previous renditions of these characters will at least respect you. Maybe not love your performance, but they're like, he tried. If you focus on that comment that you made earlier, is like, I was trying to blend these performances while still making my own. If you focus on the entire thing about being in that, but that was a very small segment in an overall interview where he's just like, it's like so woke seas. I'm like so black seas. It's oh my god, this is like the bestest thing ever. But that's all the articles got. Black Joker just being black for Black Sea's sake. And like, I don't have a problem with the Joker being black. Implicitly, I don't have a problem with the actor being black, as long as they went from it from a good perspective. This actor could play the role really well. Don't have a problem with that. But the studio and the actor in this interview is very much clearly coming from he's black. You see a good Joker, what does he want? No. He's black. And from that perspective, you're never going to create a good character that people can relate to or like in any sort of way. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Anon. If you like what I do here and want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you, check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark, coming soon.